Today we're actually down in New York City. We're going to travel all around the city. We're going to start at a $1 lobster experience, and we're going to work our way all the way up to the most extravagant one, which is looking to be upwards of $1,000. We looked for the most extravagant lobster dish in New York City, and I think we found it.
Yeah, you did.
No disappointments. Jeremy, I thought we were going to get away from these guys.
Go away! I don't want to see you.
Get off of my boat! All right, good morning and welcome to New York. We are just on the outskirts of the city. We're about to head in and start the lobster experience, starting from the cheapest experience we can find. And it turns out it's a lot harder than we thought to find something that has lobster in it for breakfast. So we're getting a bit creative here and making do with what we got. Luckily, we have some of my own lobsters with us, because for the video that we posted last weekend, we're actually down here giving away the lobsters, Luke's Lobster roll kits and live lobsters. We actually have some of our own lobsters. So here we are at McDonald's, and we got a hash brown topped with lobster for the first and cheapest lobster experience we could find in New York. They always say don't get high on your own supply, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Here we go. You know, we're actually onto something here. I'm not joking. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Charge 40 bucks for it. Yeah, I'll turn it around to the other side. You can eat the other side. But for real, it's not bad. Yeah, I went into that expecting it to be a lot worse than it was. Stop number one's off to a decent start. We are headed into the city now to work our way through. This is technically spot number 4. We got 3, 2, and 1 ahead of us. I got a lot of confidence in number 3. Number 2 looks like a very unique location, and number 1 again is just off the charts. I've never seen anything like it, so let's head into the big city. There goes nothing. All right, stop number 2. We're stepping the game up pretty substantially compared to the continental breakfast. We're actually at Luke's Lobster right in Grand Central Station. Such an iconic spot. Super excited to visit it and see it. New York City is actually where Luke's Lobster originated. While this isn't the original location, it's still a very iconic one. We're gonna get a Maine lobster roll from Luke's. And again, you've heard us talk about Luke's in the past. They actually have our lobsters right on their website. You can get the live lobsters and the lobster roll kits directly from our boat through Luke's. We're gonna try out a lobster roll right now. One Luke's lobster roll. Look at the meat in this thing. That is a beautiful lobster roll. Perfectly toasted, cold meat, warm bun. Let's give it a try. Delicious. It actually tastes so similar to the lobster roll kits. Almost identical. They are so good. You can't go wrong with Luke's Lobster. We're gonna finish eating this lobster roll and we're headed for spot number 2. After that, we're headed for spot number 1, which is something that I can't even comprehend. I never imagined any restaurant making something like it. It's not a traditional Maine dish by any means. I mean, creative, I guess, is the best word for it. I'm gonna finish eating this. Yum, 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 We're gonna be eating tons of lobster in every single spot. The last one's absolutely unreal. Oh, but the first step, we gotta have our groons and we gotta get our stomach warmed up. Obviously, eating this amount of food, we gotta have some help to eat that much lobster. So Groons is the sponsor of today's video, actually. Groons is a comprehensive nutrition gummy. Inside it is 60 ingredients, clean ingredients. They're vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. They're actually delicious and they help a lot with gut health. I usually eat them on the boat because we live such a busy lifestyle, but today they're actually convenient as well because we're gonna be eating so much food. If you head over to Groons, you can actually get 45% off your first order if you use this QR code, and they come in cute little gummy bears. So if you ever find yourself headed out on an adventure where you're gonna eat 4 main course meals of lobster, I'd recommend you get your Groons first before you do it. And again, they're so convenient. It's an easy way to give your body everything that it needs. Use this QR code, head over to Groons, get 45% off your first order. You won't regret it. All right, we are on our way to spot number 2. It's the C&C Fish Market. I've seen this on social media. It's actually said to be the best seafood boil in New York City. They have a lot of stuff along with just lobsters. So we're gonna go in and check it out. Should be cool. It's busy. Yeah, we are. We're looking for the best lobster and the best seafood experiences in New York City.
Yeah, because that's what you did before.
Yeah, we did it in Portland and now we're doing it in New York City.
Yeah.
Did we find the right spot?
Yeah.
This is the best in the city?
Definitely.
All right, cool. It was nice to meet you. These look familiar, Jeremy? These are the ones that come up in the traps. So the way this place is set up is actually really cool. It's kind of like a buffet, but nothing's cooked. You go through the buffet line, you pick out everything you want, you get to the end of the line, and they actually boil or steam, or I'm not really sure how the cook process goes yet, but we're gonna find out when we get to the end of the line. We're gonna fill our bowl up with a bunch of things, including lobster, and when we get to the end of the line, they'll cook it up. We'll give it a try and see how it is. I'm excited. If these are ling whiting, we've been calling them the wrong thing our whole lives, because these are hake. Little hake, you see them in the traps all the time. They look just like they came out of the traps. $2.50 a pound, pretty cool. All right, Jeremy, I thought we came all the way to New York and we were gonna get away from these guys. They're still here.
Go away! I don't want to see you.
I guess it would be kind of interesting to see how they cook them. We'll try a Jonah crab, our first item in the bucket. There's a lot of stuff in this line. I don't know what else we're gonna get other than lobsters and crabs. I think Jeremy wants an octopus, so we're gonna try octopus. Let's sample a few things. This is really cool setup. The prices are pretty good here. You notice? Like, I mean, everything's fairly cheap. Tuna, $17 a pound. I feel like that's not crazy for tuna. Jonah crabs, $4 a pound. Could you imagine if we could get like $1 a pound at home for these things? We'd be living like kings. Oh, that's pretty cool. It shows where the seafood comes from. Wild salmon, Thailand shrimp, Ecuador shrimp. That's pretty neat. These look just like our shrimp in the Gulf of Maine, identical. You couldn't even tell these apart, but they actually were farmed in Vietnam, I think. Vietnam. And I miss Maine shrimp. These look, I mean, indistinguishable from Maine shrimp. So we're gonna get some Maine shrimp for our big boil. So far we got a Jonah crab and some Maine shrimp. And then I just grab this stuff. All right, I guess that's good. There we go, right there. Nice. That's a beauty, actually. Thank you. We've got our crab. Ooh, they killed him. They killed our lobster. All right, we got a crab, a lobster, our veggies. We're headed to the other end of the line where they're gonna boil it for us. Good number? Yeah, number 10. Let's see what we got. Can we just set the basket right here? Yeah. We have 3 baskets, and the average is like 1. So I don't know if we're overkill, but let's see what we got. Number 10. All right. Sauce, whatever you recommend.
Okay. Lemon juice. My friend, thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go try it out. All right, got the food. We're gonna go find a nice scenic place to sit down and give it a try, give it a review. All right, we got the food. I got my buddy Caleb has joined us. He's gonna help us in the review. We got a bunch of food here. Let's see how it is. They put some kind of sauce in it. It actually looks really good. First is the lobster tail. Said we were gonna save it for last. I guess we'll start with the shrimp. It's actually pretty good. It's got a little spice. It's good. And great prices. The food, I mean, they had a huge selection and everything was very reasonably priced. We got all of this for like 55 bucks. Comes the lobster tail. Nothing wrong with that for a Canadian lobster. I'm just playing. Canadian and Maine lobster are very similar, but I am a little disappointed that the New Yorkers are buying Canadian lobster.
I enjoyed it.
Good. Not the best lobster I've ever eaten, but it's not the worst.
It's been sitting for a sec, right?
Yeah, it's been sitting. The seasoning isn't what I'm used to on lobster.
It's Old Bay, isn't it?
I don't know what it is. It's got a little kick to it. It's good, especially if that seasoning is your thing, it would be delicious. I don't think that seasoning is my thing. The seasoning, I guess, is not bad, but on a lobster, it's throwing me off. I'm used to my lobster in a certain way, so I'm probably a little biased.
Potatoes are the best I've ever had.
Yeah?
No, but it's a solid potato.
It is good food. All right, you hold that. I'm gonna try the Jonah crab. Here comes the Jonah crab. Never thought I'd be buying one of these things in New York City, but here we are. Again, heavy on that spice. If you like that spice, you're gonna like that place. I don't know what it is. It's good. Couple shells. This won't hurt you. There you go. Just slide it right off. There's cartilage in the middle there. Is it kind of stuck? There you go. You got it.
Neophyte. My thoughts on the crab. Not for me,
Not for
but
you?
someone is gonna love it.
Fair review. Overall, very good value for one. For the meal and the amount of food we got for $55 is actually pretty impressive. And again, first time going to a place like that, knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't have asked for the spice that's on it. But still, it's all very delicious food, especially if that spice is your thing. Can't go wrong. Solid place to eat. Definitely recommend it, but we gotta get on to spot number 1, which is gonna be the craziest spot of the night. I'm a little nervous about it, but we're gonna roll with the punches as we've been doing all day. Here we go. All right, so far everything has been fantastic. Luke's knocked it out of the park. CNC was such a unique experience. We are now topping off the night with number 1. We're headed into Mason Barnes, and they have the most unique dish I've ever seen in my life. It's called the Chopster. We didn't even think of the dress code until right now. It's a fancy place. All we have is hoodies. I don't know if they're gonna let us in. We might be regrouping here in a couple minutes. Let's go see if we can get inside. We're also not sure how filming is gonna go inside. We're gonna try to be discreet and respectful. If you see us in just a couple minutes and we still have the same clothes on and we're sitting at a table, things went good. The chef keeps filling us up. He's sending out complimentary dishes to the table because we ordered 2 chopsters. We're gonna be full before the chopster gets here. The chopsters are supposed to feed 2 people, and the 2 of us, we each have one. Everything so far is unreal. Very good. Super fancy place. This is the fanciest lobster dish I've ever seen in my life. I almost don't even want to eat it. It's like so beautiful. We get a little bit of everything. I don't know what any of it is. I don't even know what it costs. Might as well get one of these chips. Here we go. Whoa, that's good. Never had lobster that tasted like that. All right, let's try the ravioli. Man, That's good food. Appetizers are a home run. That's really good. It's very, very different. But very, very good. It even tastes fancy. So things are starting to happen. They're rolling tables out next to our table. I guess they're too large to fit on our table. So I don't really know what to expect here. I saw pictures of it, but I think I underestimated the photos. A little nervous. 2 might have been a little ambitious, but Jeremy said he wanted his own, so here we go. I'm actually getting a little nervous because never once did I look at the price of this place, and there's no prices on the menu at all. I completely trusted Jeremy with the price. At first it was $210, and then it might have been $350, and then it might have been $250, and we still have no idea what it even is. We think they're $250 a piece, but we have no idea. And like the reactions that we're getting from the staff give me the impression that it's like $2,500 or something crazy. I hope not. But they're going to be out in 60 seconds. And I'm already full, and they're not even here. We've got so many compliments of the chef already. I don't even know if you can get to-go boxes in a place like this either, can you? I'm going to ask for some. They don't think that they both can fit on the table, so they're rolling tables out to us. I have a feeling all eyes are about to be on us. Once again, like they have been all day long. Can we go to Hall in like the next video? Something normal? My comfort zone has been completely shattered. We were very underdressed, but we got in.
I mean, I feel pretty well dressed. I'm dressed in green, he's dressed in blue, so we complement each other. Look at the background. I match. That's good. We're covered behind you.
I'm just going to get you a reaction of your face. Dude, no way.
Let's go.
What in the world?
Perfect.
You guys are hungry.
This is the craziest dish that I've ever seen in my life. There is lobster in there. It's gold plated. There's lobster in there.
Lobster is in the silver.
Yeah, there's lobster in there. That's crazy. I'm blown away. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about it. We looked for the most extravagant lobster dish in New York City, and I think we found it.
Yeah, you did.
I think we definitely found it. No disappointments.
This is it.
This is it.
I didn't know that.
They're actually we're gonna cut it and prepare it here, and then put it on the table.
They say she's very nice.
Smells so good.
It does smell really good. I'm really excited. It smells delicious. We're about to dig in. Perfect. Thank you. It's lobster head juice. I assume we just drink. It sounds like a silly question.
I'm gonna get it here.
Okay.
Have to have a shot.
I was about to drink it, so I'm glad you spoke up.
Good that you did. I think it's a shot.
It was almost one.
So now they're preparing the plate for you. Chicken breast, the lobster.
Okay.
Well, I'm preparing the sauce here for you.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Come on now.
Wow. There we go. I'm done waiting. Pulling lobster. It's very good. All right, here we go. We're gonna get some lobster and chicken and the sauce. Make sure I hold the fork better than I did in Miami. Very good. It's got a smoky flavor to it. The chicken is extremely juicy, and the lobster has a great texture.
That's the sauce.
Thank you very much. The lobster's fantastic. It's got a good texture. We got just tail so far. I mean, the presentation is equally as impressive as the flavor. So good. So the thighs have arrived, and similar to the breast, same idea. Chicken's delicious. Chicken's very good. Sauce is very unique, smoky. It's a different kind of sauce, but it is good. Chicken's phenomenal. Lobster's phenomenal. The lobster, you could tell, was fresh. The lobster texture was great. Everything's been top notch. I finished strong on the first plate. The second plate, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat this whole entire chicken myself and the lobster, but I'm going to give it my best effort, and then I'm going to crawl my way to the truck. Well, we definitely found the right spot for number one because there are gold flakes on the dessert. The longer we sit here, the more nervous I get about the bill. We still have yet to, no idea how much it's going to be. We got a fancy dessert. To finish the night off, I'm stuffed and I am tired. Oh Oh man,
Yeah, he was like, she was like, oh, that's okay.
that's really good. They are still bringing us more desserts on the house. This place is fantastic. What are these things? Dude, this is desserts on point. So all in all, I would call the whole day a success. The goal, again, was to start in the beginning and find a $1 lobster experience, work our way all the way through New York City, and work our way all the way to the end and find the most extravagant lobster experience that we can find in New York City. And I'd say we found it. Like, that has to be the most extravagant lobster experience in New York City. If it's not, you got to let me know, because we got to go find the next one. And again, a big thank you to Groons for making trips like this possible, allowing us to go out, share stuff like this with you, and allow us to eat this much food. Thanks for sticking around to the end. We'll see you in the next one.